This is not a normal visual for me. I'm in the kitchen right now. Typically you see me recording in my workshop, or my kids call my laboratory, because I'm always tinkering, building things. If you haven't seen it, keyboards, warehouse, machinery, etc. So being in the kitchen is a little different. But if you know anything about how I work and how I tunnel vision, this isn't super far off, because while I do a lot of STEM or engineering or things like that, the kitchen is chemistry. So cousin, still in the science realm, and I'm still a nerd. Mix in super ADHD into that and you get me. So what are these boxes? Well, let me tell you how I got here. I'm from Texas, so I've always been grilling. I've been smoking briskets, ribs, things like that. I recently got into baking. The chemistry that's built deep into the baking world is very fascinating. It has captured my attention. And so I've been kind of nerding out. I've been making pizzas from scratch. I try to make everything from scratch, the dough from scratch, the sauce from scratch. I used to cover, oh dang, I gotta cut this. All right, you guys are catching this in real time. That was a phone call from the delivery truck. I had to go pick up another one. So yeah, I have 3 now. Well, let me get this out of the way. I don't even know where I was. Uni oven, that's where I was. With the Uni oven, you can fire a pizza in like 60 seconds. It's crazy, it's super good. And I started making pizzas. For my family, I was making 5 or 6 pizzas every time I do it. Probably made about 100 pizzas. My first couple were trash. You got a pizza peel, I couldn't get it on the pizza peel. I rolled them up like tacos on accident. I would try and throw it in the oven and snatch it back out. I pulled them out and threw them in the grass. Like, I destroyed the first handful of pizzas. They got better over time, and now my pizzas are pretty darn good. But my hands were getting tired of making dough. My hands were literally like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And I'm not a too dang bad kind of person. So I got a stand mixer. So that's where this comes in. Now, from my understanding, this isn't the best, but I think it's good enough, but there is a limitation. This guy is some cheap thing I got off Facebook Marketplace because I just wanted to test it. I'm just kind of sticking my toe in. Now, again, me, tunnel vision, all or nothing. I'm trying to be very careful about when I get into stuff, so I start off very small, just in case I want to back out and say it's not for me. But it's not that powerful, so I can't make that much dough, or it's kind of weak, it feels like it's gonna break, the thing is like moving. And so after a certain point, I thought, let me try and upgrade. And this is where I start to get tunnel vision. This is where my wife starts to get worried that I'm going to start buying all this stuff. It wouldn't be the first, second, or third, or fourth, or fifth time I have multiple boxes stacked up over there in the corner for another project I'm working on, coming soon. I'll talk about that another day. So I talked to my dad about my experience with cooking, because he kind of gets down himself, and I was saying, you know what I really want to do is get a KitchenAid one day. They're pretty expensive, so I was like, I don't know, maybe one day I'll consider it. And he said, Chris, I got a KitchenAid, I'll send it to you. That KitchenAid is this one, the KitchenAid Classic. Not only did he send me his KitchenAid, but he sent me some attachments that I hadn't even planned on looking at just yet, because this starts adding up. The money starts going out the window. He sent me some pasta attachments. So you can roll down the pasta and then you can make, I think it's fettuccine and spaghetti, which I'm gonna get into. The plan for this is I do get it finished. I do get to a point where I'm cranking out good food, because I wanna make pasta as long as it's good. Now at this point, obviously I'm committed. Me being the tunnel vision, ADHD, hyperfixation person that I am, when I turned this on, I started testing the speeds, and I noticed at the starting speed, which is stir, it spins about twice as fast as it's supposed to. Why do I even know that? There's no reason I should know that, but I'm a read the instructions kind of guy. So, of course, I took it apart. Let me get this out of the way. All right, now we got some space to hang out. So I took it apart and found out there are some speed adjustment screws on the inside that you can change on the back. When adjusting those screws, it did not change the speed. So that means one of 3 things, more or less. And I thought, do I want to even fix it? Because it works, but does it work optimally? No. Can I live with it? Well, that depends on how hard it is to fix. Here's where the boxes come into play. Those are not just a bunch of mixers. I'm not about to start an assembly line of mixing and cranking out bread, although that doesn't sound like a bad idea. But I started buying broken mixers. for a couple reasons. Kind of want to test them out and see what they're up to. I kind of want to check and see how they all work. After doing some research, I think I can fix these pretty easily. I'm not worried about anything. If I needed to swap out a resistor on the electronic board, I can do that. If I need to source a motor from somewhere, I can do that. Very comfortable in that space. So I thought, why not fix some broken ones and then resell them, and then I can use that money from flipping those to self-fund a very nice high-end mixer. I thought that's a great challenge for me. It's entertaining. I can easily hyperfixate on that. And if I get there, it'll end up in a great spot where I can make high quality, delicious pizza and pasta and desserts. The desserts are freaking good. This also could just completely not work at all. I could find out this was a bad idea and all of this money on these broken mixers that I bought online is wasted. Anyways, this was basically a rundown video, still making things. This time they're just edible. I'll probably bounce around to other stuff too as I just get kind of bored in the moment of these things. It'll be tinkering videos for a while. The thing about it is I can never do easy stuff. Like once something is easy, I just can't do it anymore. Good luck me as I bust these things open. So by the end of the tinkering journey, I will hopefully end up sitting right here again in front of you guys with some, I don't know, fancy schmancy stand mixer and be making fancy schmancy food. I never know how to end these videos. I think I'm just going to just fade it out because it's dumb. Endings are dumb. Peace. Wait, that's whack. Well, see you later.